I'm Ravenna Bloomberg. I'm from Secor, Illinois. I'm going to be judging the open cattle shows at the Arizona National this year in 2021. So when it comes to judging cattle, I think that, we're in an aspect in the industry where good, functional built cattle, they're always going to be in vogue. Regardless of trends that are out there in terms of a certain look or a certain design or something that way, you forego all that, and good quality cattle are still going to be built good in terms of their structure. They're going to be ones that are functional in terms of their body type, and they're going to have some width and dimensions. I know for me personally, I like to see cattle, obviously, that are flexible off both ends of their skeleton. I want to see cattle that are built right in terms of having some width and power. They're ones that represent, the beef breeds that we evaluate in this industry. They got to have some power to them, but at the same time, especially with breeding females, they need to have some of those extra pieces in terms of functionality. I would just encourage young people, showmanship is a day-to-day game. It's not one in the ring, it's one at home. It's how much effort you put into it. Because someday, if you put in the effort and you put in the time and you continue to improve your skills, then you will be able to understand what you have to do to get to that next level. I would tell exhibitors, in terms of advice, especially coming out of a season in history that we've had here recently, is don't forego the opportunities that are available to you. Whether or not you think you can win, that's not always what's important. It's what you're able to get out of it. And so go ahead, take those risks, enter those shows, do your best, see what happens. You never know. A judge may have a slightly different opinion than you do on the quality of your animal, and so give it a shot. If you've worked hard for it, go for it.
Brangus show. We'll be bringing in the ring Class 1 Junior Heifer Calves calved on or after March 1st of 2021. We'll be looking for entry number 4652, Deacon Belcher of Melrose, New Mexico. Entry number 4512, Easton Belcher of Melrose, New Mexico. And entry number 4715, Hannah Lavender of Melrose, New Mexico. I would like to introduce our judge today for the Alex D's Brangus show. Our judge today is going to be Miss Ravenna Bloomberg. She grew up in central Nebraska on a diversified livestock operation. She showed livestock competitively across the country, earning many national honors. Her passion for the livestock industry led her to Blackhawk College and then Oklahoma State University, where she was on a competitive member of both livestock judging teams. She's earned numerous success, including being named the high individual at the national contest in Louisville, Kentucky in 2004. She holds a degree in ag communications from Oklahoma State University and an MBA from the University of Central Oklahoma. She currently works as a regional broadcasting rep for Live Auction TV. She and her husband Blake live in Sycamore, Illinois, and have 4 children. She has judged many major shows all over the 25 states. She enjoys spending spare time evaluating livestock and working with youth in agriculture. Please join me in welcoming our judge, Ravenna Bloomberg. On the junior prospect cattle side, in the ring now is going to be Class 6.
Well, welcome back here to the open side of the shows here today. A really nice class to start out our Brangus show with. I think 3 females that definitely have some positives but some differences as well. To me, the most complete one to land on to start the class with is the young ladies over here ringside. This is the one that, to me, pulls together the nicest profile. She's attractive in the way that she's built. There's some upper body shape to her. She has a look of function through her center portion of her body there. And she's still one of the 2 in class that I would call adequate in terms of her structure. She gets out and moves with some flexibility off both ends. Just a nice, complete made kind of a heifer to go ahead and win the class. She's maybe not the most stylish, and I think that's where you can really gravitate towards the youngest heifer in class. It's going to be second out here. She's really got a cool look to her. You like how extended she is there from her shoulder forward. She's really strong in her top line. When he gets her set, she really offers you a nice profile. When you get in on her, though, she wants to narrow just a little bit. She's a little tighter there through her forerib. Maybe doesn't quite have that same look of function as we see in the older heifer there that places ahead of her today, but still some pieces to that female that you really have to appreciate. Young lady that's going to round out the class here on this end has a heifer, again, one that's deep-sided, one that gets out and moves with some flexibility from behind. My issue with this heifer is up front. She starts getting a little straighter, more upright in her shoulder. She wants to kind of get up in her spine when you ask her to lead, and she's also one of the poor balanced heifers that we have out here, and collectively that kind of works to her disadvantage out here in a nice class. If you would, let's congratulate all these exhibitors.
Your division champion, belongs to entry number 4715, Hannah Lavender of Melrose, New Mexico. Your reserve in the division belongs to entry number 4652, Deacon Belcher of Melrose, New Mexico. And rounding up the division is going to be entry number 4512, Easton Belcher of Melrose, New Mexico. Entering the ring now was going to be Class 9 Junior Yearling Heifers calved on January through February of 2020. We're looking for a single entry in the division. Entry number 4715, Hannah Lavender of Melrose, New Mexico. On the prospect calf side, Class 7, you should be ringside. Class 7, you should be ringside. Class 8, you should be making your way to the ring. Class 8 junior prospect calf, you should be making your way to the ring.
Well, just a single entry here. There's no question she's athletic. You want to talk about one that's structurally correct. She gets out and moves with some freedom and ease. But aside from that, I think she's one that represents some functionality to the center portion of her body. There's some upper shape to her rib. There's a nice look from her shoulder forward. Just a really complete kind of a brood cow here the young lady has to win this class. She could maybe be cleaned up just a little bit there to her lower chest. But still a heifer that I think has a lot of basic pieces you can sure appreciate. Definitely deserving of your division winner out here. Let's congratulate her.
Congratulations to your division champion, belonging to entry number 4717, Hannah Lavender of Melrose, New Mexico. We will now be bringing in our grand champion division winners for the selection of the 2021 Alex D's Open Brangus Cattle Show champion female. From Class 1, entry number 4517, Hannah Lavender of Melrose, New Mexico. Class 9, entry number 4717, Hannah Lavender of Melrose, New Mexico. We'll be also bringing in our reserve from Class 1, entry number 4652, Deacon Belcher of Melrose, New Mexico. Joseph Alger. Joseph Alger, your cap needs to be ringside. Joseph Alger, last call.
Well, we bring our division winners back out here in contention for our champion honors, and I think three nice females that definitely have some good to them. You put these females into production, and I think they're going to generate some profitability for their individual operations. To me, there's a pair of them that are just a bit more unique in terms of adding some extra look and balance and eye appeal, combining that with those functional traits that we talked about. We're going to keep the two younger heifers together from the first class to be your champion reserve. If you would, let's congratulate all these exhibitors.
Congratulations to your 2021 Arizona National Open Alex D's Brangus Show champion female. Belongs to entry number 4715, Hannah Lavender of Melrose, New Mexico. Your reserve champion in the Alex D's Open Brangus Show belongs to entry number 4717, Hannah Lavender of Melrose, New Mexico. Our champion Brangus female will be receiving a knife that has been donated by 9F Cattle Company from the great family of Bass and Aha. They will also be receiving a banner that has been donated by Dorothy Webb. Our reserve female will be receiving a reserve champion banner that's been donated by the Arizona National Livestock Show. On the open cattle side, in the ring now is the Junior Bull Calf on or after March 1st of 2001, where we have a single entry in the ring. Entry number 4650, Deacon Belcher of Melrose, New Mexico.
Nice bull calf over here. The young man's exhibiting one that's really a big-footed, stout-featured kind of a bull, one that has that real masculine look to him. He's got some thickness when you get in behind him, some shape and dimension throughout. He maybe could blend together a little bit nicer in the way that his shoulder comes into his full rib, level him out of his hip just a notch, but still just a good, solid made kind of a bull that has some pieces you can sure gravitate towards. Congratulations to this young man on his single entry.
Congratulations to the entry number 4650, Deacon Belcher from Melrose, New Mexico, with his grand champion, Alex T's Open Cattle Brangus Show Bull. The Brangus Show, all Brangus Show individuals that were crowned ground in reserve, please follow our judge to the open cattle barn for the official backdrop photos with our judge and the family of Alex T's. The grand champion Open Brangus Bull receives a knife that was donated by Hibbert and Webb Incorporated, Mr. James Webb. They'll also be receiving a banner that was donated by Dorothy Webb.